Pop in the tape, man.
I don't know what they said. I can't understand a word they say.
Could you hear the chorus?
No. Da, 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 da.
You didn't hear the green bud? Do you ever hearing aids in?
Huh? Yeah, I got my hearing aids in. I can hear it. I can hear squeaky noises and shit.
Did you like that song?
The rap, yeah. I like rap kind of.
That's Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi did I think a music video with Snoop, and they were Cheech and Chong.
You're kidding.
Yeah, and I think so. And I can't remember who was Cheech and who was Chong.
I love the way Snoop. They just adopted us, man. When Cheech and Chong records hit both Snoop and Dr. Dre, they said, "Okay, man." Yeah. Yeah. And instead of saying sound like Cheech and Chong, well, why don't we get Cheech and Chong?
Yeah. Why not?
Let's get them.
At least Chong. Get Chong.
Yeah. They got Chong.
Yeah, people. When we were at the 420 festival, DJ Woo Kid.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about how much he loved that Up in Smoke tour they did.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that you appeared in one time.
Yeah, I did.
Where was that, at the Forum you were?
Yeah, it was somewhere. Yeah,
Okay.
I can't remember.
And you did a big bong hit?
Huge.
Because I thought they were talking about the Cypress Hill Smokeout where you did the 6-foot bong hit.
I did it there.
Stage.
I did it there too.
Same thing, huh?
Yeah, same thing. No, they were the first. It was the Up in Smoke tour.
Oh, really? They were the first. That
they
was
were
the first.
very first to even talk about Up in Smoke.
No, I mean like the bong hit.
I know, and the bong hit. Yeah.
Yeah, because when I witnessed that bong hit at the in San Bernardino, man, you went for it.
Oh, I know.
6-foot bong.
I did the same. I did the same thing in L.A.
You know, because it takes just like 6-7 pulls just to get the smoke in the chamber, and then I remember you had smoke coming out the sides, like
out of my ears. It was coming out of my butt.
And it was not prop bud. It was the real deal.
It was a real deal, man. Shit.
How do you feel after you do that?
Well, forget sinuses. They disappeared.
Oh, yeah. It opens you right up.
Oh my God. I literally had to find some place to lay down.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Because I remember after San Bernardino, I had to put you straight in the limo, like literally walk you down and then put you in the back of the limo and drive you home. Like that was it.
Well, that was all karma because Cheech used to have to do all that shit.
Oh, really?
And they'd have to carry him home and drive him home and everything. And then he wasn't around. I had to do it. You know? Yeah. So, yeah, with Snoop. Yeah, Snoop had me do that big 6-foot bong.
Cool. All right, let's get into it. Oh yeah, okay. I came across this the other day, and I thought you'd like it. So this guy Jerry Martin, he opened up a drugstore in
Vancouver.
Yeah, downtown Vancouver.
On Hastings.
I think in the area there, and they sell.
Everything.
It was the first one: cocaine, crack cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine, MDMA, and it's 100% pure. And you can only buy 2.5 grams of it, and you have to prove you're of age, and you have to have already been doing drugs. You can't just be like
It can't be your first time.
It can't be your first time.
You got to show arrest warrants and all that stuff.
I don't know about that, but just you got to, I guess,
a record.
Look like a junkie.
Yeah, you got to have a record.
You gotta look like a junkie. And I thought, man, this is pretty cool, because at least people know they're getting the real deal. What do you think?
Well, it stands to reason. I mean, they've been playing this, needles, what do you call it, needle exchange.
They hand out the needles.
Needle exchange, all that. Come on, get real. Yeah, hand out the needles, but also hand out the drugs with it.
Yeah.
That's what they need,
Yeah.
When I did that bit yesterday about, this, I did a bit where I'm the guy's father, and he's dying of terminally ill with cancer, and he's stage 4. He's going to go.
Yeah.
And so they got me on there, and it's like, what's your attitude and everything else, Well, the thing is, I hate being that guy to go to now, because because all I'm doing really, we're talking about something that's inevitable, that's always.
You don't like being the sage anymore?
I don't mind being the sage, but I don't want to be the spoiler alert guy.
What do you mean by spoiler alert?
Because you're not supposed to know this shit. You're not supposed to know why you're here, because what you're doing while you're here, you're living out your karma of what you didn't do the last time you were here, you see. And so you're learning as you go, for instance. So if you learn all the answers, then you didn't, if someone else told you the answers, it didn't really, did it do you any good? I doubt it, you see. So,
but it's comforting to hear that it's going to be okay by, Grandpa Chong.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's all of that for sure.
But let's go back to that drugstore. So I read the article yesterday, and then I came in and told Ben, and then Ben pulled it up, and it turns out, like, I think, what was it today, Ben, that he's already been arrested?
Yeah, 24 hours since launching the business. He was arrested in less than 24 hours right after the Vice article came out. He was arrested.
That's a ballsy plan, man. I'm sure he shared that idea with a bunch of people. And like, man, I don't know if that's how things work,
Well, when I got busted, and my buddy and I got busted. Well, he stole the car, and then he called me, and he stalled it, and he couldn't get it started again. So he called me up, and I walked over, and I tried to help him, install the car. And I'm a horrible mechanic, No clue.
Did you know it was a stolen car?
Yeah. He told me, Yeah, I got one. Because that was joyriding.
Right.
We weren't stealing it for profit or anything like that. We were just stealing it because it's cold as hell outside.
Yeah.
People would leave their car running, warming up their car, and so you're walking home and you see it all warmed up. Well, jump in and then drive it a couple of blocks to your house and then leave it. It's like a loaner.
Right.
Yeah. But when he got caught, and then he went to jail. 2 years. He got 2 years in
But
jail.
what do you think about? Do you think this guy kind of understood the risks involved?
Totally.
And he's just ready
Yeah.
to be the groundbreaker. The first one to do anything.
Yeah.
That's the riskiest one, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Just like you
me
in
and
the bong company.
The bong company. Yeah.
Yeah. When I
Well,
started,
they're not going to bust me. Come on.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, hello, Cheech.
I learned that you should consult a lawyer before you start a gray area business.
Well,
a
we
business-
did. We had lawyers saying
Who?
no.
They said don't do it.
Well, they said there was some what do you call it, dangers doing it. They don't think anything is going to happen. It doesn't seem reasonable that anything would happen.
Yeah.
But these are DEA guys that are, they're considered potheads enemies.
Yeah.
And they were trying to take us down. Because they believe that bullshit. That people were. Like the Trumpies.
But what do you think about that guy in Vancouver? Do you think he's going to be able to restart his business?
No.
Or do you think he's onto something?
Oh no, no. What he's on to is how stupid the bureaucracy. I can't even say the word. Is in Canada, especially. Canada is so racist that it boggles the mind.
Right.
Calgary used to recruit their cops from Ireland and Scotland.
Right.
So they would have white cops. They didn't want to have to deal with cops from India or from China.
But a lot of people are thinking that it's inevitable that we're going to have to just kind of supply clean drugs to drug addicts. Like, handing out needles and things like that. I feel like that's just encouraging. I don't even want to get into it, man. But I think that I feel like the guy's onto something, but
Well, what he's on to is the fact that people are going to be doing drugs. And what he's saying, instead of going through the charade of back alley, meet you at the chili bar or whatever, and here's your drugs and thanks for the money, that kind of shit, See especially Vancouver. See, Vancouver is a stopping port
city.
from China.
yeah.
See, it's the first port from China, and so and China, man, forever, and it's almost karma though.
So there's always been heroin there
From China.
from China.
Oh, always,
Yeah.
always.
Since you moved there.
Since when I moved there in the 50s, there's a street on Pender Street. It's still there, and the entire block on the north side, there's 3 buildings there, and they were all owned by drug dealers, heroin drug dealers, and and then there's a tunnel network underneath all through Chinatown, because when Chinatown was built in the 50s, 40s, 50s. The Chinese weren't allowed legally into Canada. They had their own Chinese passport. My dad was born in Vancouver, and he had to carry his own Chinese passport until I guess it was the 60s when they changed. Where you can be a citizen. A Chinese guy can become a citizen. See, up until the 60s, they couldn't own businesses. We couldn't own, like was Acme Fruit or Standard Fruit Company.
Who had the drug trade? Was it
Always the Chinese.
the Chinese?
Always.
So like the triads.
Yeah. The
Did you
Tongs.
Did you know any Chinese gangsters?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But
Yeah, because you were telling me that when you had the clubs,
I had
that like the only people that could afford to come to clubs and be a regular usually meant they were a gangster.
you
which
guys
they
are
were
gamblers.
gangster gamblers.
Yeah.
And they either had a gambling joint or
Yeah, they
or
gambled.
They sold drugs.
Well,
or-
the gangsters in Vancouver, a lot of them were what do you call it? Boosters.
boosters.
Shoplifters.
Right.
Yeah, because shoplifting was so big there. You go and walk into stores and they walk out with sections of clothes like.
But they did it skillfully though, right?
Yeah, well, they did it, brazenly, if anything, Oh yeah, and when you're dealing with junkies, like right now in Vancouver, the big crime wave is stealing luggage out of cars. I had that happen to me. I stopped off at the Cannabis Cafe when I was in Vancouver. The last time I was there, a few years ago, and they stole all our Louis Vuitton luggage.
Oh shit.
Oh my God, it was all mom's luggage. And I'm down there.
You fucked
I'm
up.
down there trying to score some free weed. and I come out. I went to get the luggage, and the trunk is empty. There was nothing in the trunk, and so we had to go to where they make the luggage, and then they had us pick out. He's going to give you free luggage, and we got the ugliest luggage.
Oh, that's from Herschel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, from Dario.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
so we got that. But, Vancouver, they've always had that junkie problem,
Yeah, but this is the first actual drugstore.
Yeah.
Junkie drugstore.
Yeah. Up until then, it was guys, back of a guy's car.
I wonder how he got, obviously it was in the news, but I wonder if it was the dealer that turned him in.
No, it's probably the
Like
narcs.
the competition.
The narcs. The narcs had an eye on the guy. Yeah.
But the narcs are getting paid off too. I mean, right? That happens.
Well, that's why they busted him.
They're like, you're not giving us a piece.
He's out there, he's going to Pay the city a licensing fee?
Well, there's no licensing fee.
That's what I'm saying.
way past that.
No, you have to get that black market. Cops got to get their piece.
Yeah, it's all organized, right?
You know
Everyone's
it.
getting a piece.
Oh, you know it.
That's why the problem doesn't go away.
When I first went to Vancouver, I used to get a couple of gigs. I had a gig playing, the floor show. And then after Johnny Romo, he would say, "Hey, Tom, I got a gig playing a booze can." And the booze can was like these speakeasies that were open after all the clubs are closed. And it's where you brought the tricks, the marks.
It was an after hours club.
After hours club. And then we would go play, sing, songs, back up a guitar play, black up the singer, and make an extra $20 a piece.
All right, what you got? What's next? All right.
Scientists have discovered a AI decoder that can brain activity into words. I love that.
I love your take on AI. I don't think you actually understand what AI is, but okay.
What was my take?
Just because when you talk about AI, you're like, okay, tell me what you think AI is.
AI is a computer app that was invented by humans that could take any situation, and because of its ability to see what direction these problems can go into, they do it. Like, for instance, you want to get a song, like what would Prince, what would he write about? And so they have all the knowledge of what Prince songs, right. And his attitude and his word trip, his whole rhythm. And they just pick up his rhythm and then they translate it into a song that Prince would do.
That's pretty close. I'm not going to correct you, but that's pretty close. Now, what do you think if and when they're going to start doing some AI Tommy Chong or Cheech and Chong content?
It wouldn't work.
Why?
Because what we did was very popular back in the day. See, we were the first to do all this stuff.
Okay.
See, it's dated.
I'm not saying it will be successful, but what if they did it?
No.
How do you feel about it?
I feel great.
Do you want a cut of it?
I got ripped off by the best, man. I've been ripped off by the best in the business. You can't get any better than Lou Adler ripping you off. And what you do when you get ripped off, that's a learning experience. That say, fool me once, shame on you.
Right.
Fool me twice, shame on me.
Okay. But what I've been hearing is that that if some artists are open to AI creating product that they just get a piece of.
Yeah. Fine.
If they like it, they approve it, and they
Fine.
release it, and they get a piece of it.
Fine.
You'd like that?
Yeah, I go for it. Get a piece of anything, you know what I'm saying? If you can do it, do it, Right. But if you can't, don't just wait or bitch and moan about it because someone else, because you missed out on it, It's no big deal. It's no big deal. Like a lot of people, they think they could own certain things. You don't own shit.
Well,
really.
There's intellectual property.
Well, they say there is, but like the guy that really invented the light bulb wasn't Marconi. It was some scientist, and Marconi goes, "Okay, thank you, I'll take that."
Right.
Or whatever his name is.
Right.
That
whoever patented it first.
Whoever patented it or got it, just like Elon Musk, he didn't design the Tesla. He had Tesla's scientists that did all that, and it was laying there waiting for someone to come along.
That's different. You're paying. The scientists are part of the company.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But okay, that brings up something in the news. Is Ed Sheeran?
Yeah. With Marvin Gaye.
Against Marvin Gaye.
But that Marvin Gaye song, don't forget, it was in contention because Marvin didn't write it himself.
Right.
You know who wrote it?
Who?
David Ritz,
David Ritz. Oh, your friend. David
my
Ritz.
buddy.
Right.
And he had to go to court to get his piece of it.
Okay, but Ed Sheeran actually won the case.
He did.
He did.
Oh, good.
He did. I think
Good.
it was announced today. But I
I
listened,
love that.
I listened to the songs and it wasn't very close, man. It wasn't like a straight rip off.
No. The Beatles were the ones that ripped people off. You know.
Well, I mean,
they would engineer. They would figure out the bridge and everything else, and then
rearrange it.
And they would rearrange it, and then they would say, stick this in there and stick that in there, and
that's
next thing
common
you know-
because I asked you, what does a producer do in music, and you said, they're all fucking scavengers.
Yeah.
And basically, I think you're right, man. Like, because they kind of scavenge, other countries' music,
Yeah.
the past,
Yep.
30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years ago.
Yep.
And they find things that they think they can use and ideas, and then you redo them. You do a new, updated take on it.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Just like the hole in the jeans look. You know that?
what's the quote about? I think it's a false quote about if you're a true artist, then you've stolen it or something like that.
Oh yeah. You're not a true artist unless you steal from the best. You got to steal from the best. That makes you a true artist.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is there, because frankly, I mean, you've told me how many different comedians inspired you, and you'd hear jokes and you'd do them. You put them on a record.
In a minute, in a heartbeat, yeah. Well, Robbie, my daughter, she gave me one of the best jokes that people quote to this day. The Jabordnik.
Yeah, do it.
Jabordnik. Oh, what is this? Looks like dog shit. Tastes like dog shit. Smell like dog shit. Good thing we don't step in it. Robbie told me that joke when she was a kid, and I just did a podcast where a guy said his teacher, he said, "Okay, class, I'm going to play you for your lesson today. You're going to hear a Cheech and Chong record."
Right.
And so he played the Sister Mary Elephant. Class, shut up. He played all that and that, but it just showed you, if you can make kids laugh.
But okay, let's get back to original artwork, original material, or something that's been inspired, right?
Yeah.
And I think that when you wrote a song,
Yep.
that was kind of original because there were some changes made in that.
It was a poem first.
Right.
And because that's what I do. I write poetry. I just write words, gather, just scramble words. And if I hear a sentence, then I'll write it down because I got a lousy memory. Remembering that.
What made that song
Well,
groundbreaking?
that made the song. What happened? It was the first message. The song dealing with racial.
That was part of it, but then there's another part that was different.
Oh well, in the bridge, the normal thing would be from minor to major, and we went the opposite. We went from major to minor. No, minor to major. Usually you go to minor chords for the bridge. But what we did, we went to major chords, which is the da da da, and what's a group that stole that idea? Doobie Brothers.
Okay.
Doobie Brothers heard "Does Your Mama Know About Me?" And they loved the way we did the minor major changes, and so they stole it right away. And when I saw them, hey, we stole your song, man. Yeah, they were so proud.
But that's a good attitude, though.
Oh yeah,
when people are just upfront about it, right?
Yeah.
If you're trying to pretend that you came up with everything yourself, that's just annoying.
Oh, it is. Well, you take George Harrison, "My Sweet Lord."
Right. Well, he got in trouble for that.
Well, he stole it totally. He stole it, and he even said it, And he thought that.
What's the original?
"My Sweet Love."
"My Sweet Love," and he just put Lord there.
Yeah. And he thought, well, God is getting a little heavier than the love part, So you got to say, I really want to see you, God. And the chiffons were saying, I really want to see the guy.
Yeah, that reminds me when I was a kid. My buddy Shane, he would always switch out any song about love, like "Feel Like Making Love," and he'd be like, "Feel like smoking weed." And you could change weed with love and everything.
Everything. And I feel like smoke. Did he smoke a lot of weed?
Yeah,
He did?
yeah.
And do you think that stopped him too?
I don't know.
His growth?
I don't know. When you don't have much to begin with, you know.
Well, yeah, that happens with a lot of people with weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean,
That's good advice. If you're smart, go for it. Smoke some weed. You can afford to lose.
well, it depends what you need personally,
Right.
you know, because there's not one way to get through this life.
Well, you know, like programmers, right? Like the government has a hard time finding engineers and things like that because they like to smoke weed.
Yeah.
You know, so they're gonna have to loosen the laws about drug testing.
Duh.
Duh.
Yeah, like the robots look like grasshoppers.
That's the first step between having RoboCops. This is the Robo dog.
Sure. I love that.
Yeah. That's Boston Dynamics.
Sure.
They're from MIT. They're pretty badass.
Sure.
What do you think about robots? Well, okay,
I love
so
it.
when you get your robot, what do you want that robot to be able to do?
Roll a joint. No, roll a good joint too.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of times trying to roll joints.
That's a technical thing, man. That might be tough. You need some good dexterity.
It's tough. No, I want the Robo to do all those kind of jobs for
I was
me.
thinking, you could use your Robo dog to walk your dog and take him out to pee when you don't feel like it.
No, the whole point is that dog's keeping me alive,
Yeah, it's true.
dragging my
But
ass
you
up that hill.
it still shits in the house, though, man.
Oh, I
So
don't care about that. I don't care about that. That's Shelby's problem.
Oh.
She's the one that worries about like pee on the floor and that. I don't. I just clean it up. You know, bitch about the I don't know what women. You know, the bitch about the dog. Well, clean it up. You know, don't just stand there bitching about it. Just do it. My mom used to do. Clean it up. She never.
No, those moms are gone.
They are.
Those
No,
days
they
are gone, man.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you know, because everybody's so mean to the pets. They were the only ones that kind of protected the pets. You
In
know?
the past.
Yeah, made sure they got fed. You know,
Right.
made sure
the
they
moms
got,
back.
the moms. Yeah, made sure they got out of the cold. And the guys, you know, hey, fuck that dog.
Yeah, it's not like that anymore.
I know.
Okay, this is kind of weird.
What's that? 100 pounds of pasta. Dump. Why would they dump the pasta?
That's the question, man. 500 pounds of pasta.
Apparently raw when it's dumped in.
Why'd they throw away all that pasta?
It's not clear who dumped it. Pasta had been on. Let me see what. Well, it's just food.
It could be aliens, man. They thought they wanted some spaghetti, and they're like, get this shit out of here. Look at that. That's a lot of pasta.
It is. Well, I
That's
gotta.
weird, man. That's 500 pounds of pasta.
Man, I shit my pants just looking at it. Because that's one substance that's when you gotta go and you had your fill of that, you gotta go.
It's coming out.
Yeah, man.
Oh, this is good. This is good.
Which one?
man, this is the prank genre.
I know. I love it.
That's a dangerous job.
It's funny, man.
You gotta have balls doing that one because
I love it.
you can get hurt doing pranks.
Yeah, of course.
There has been some.
Well, that's why they do it. When they're you couldn't do that in a gun shop.
Oh, show that the gangster guy that goes, hey. He goes around and he goes in like a really hardcore neighborhood, like gang neighborhoods.
Yeah.
And he's a Mexican dude, and he goes, hey, "You banging? You gang banging? You want a 2-piece? Yeah.
He pulls that shit. That's dangerous. That's
This
too
guy
dangerous.
right here.
What's your problem? You got a problem? Do I know you? Better keep walking, brother.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So that's how far you can take it, man.
Oh yeah.
And he's usually he kind of smooths things over. He'll be like, it's a video. It's
Fuck
a video.
you fuck. You okay, buddy? Why'd you do that? Why did you do that? Why?
What's wrong with you?
Which one's the guy?
The guy with the black beanie. He's the one doing the prank, and he's got a what is it? A drink called Bang?
Energy drink.
A bang. He has got a Bang energy drink. So in the end, he kind of ends the bit with, "I got a Bang energy drink. I'm just giving you a bang. I'm just wondering if you want a bang."
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's pretty scary.
Well, quite a few years ago, I was going to. When Mom was doing salsa dancing, and then so I would go to pick her up, and coming into the club, I'd run across these guys, and I've got a habit of looking and staring, and kind of trying to figure out what they're doing, and I had a guy come to me and goes, "Well, you give me these eyes for, man."
You do have those eyes.
Yeah, what do you give me the eyes for?
You got those kind of mad dog eyes sometimes.
Yeah. So what's with the eyes, man? What's with the eyes? And I said, "No, it's okay." He said, "No, it ain't okay, I said, just a minute. Here, I want you to meet somebody. And so I introduced him to the bouncer.
That's good.
That's like, come here. He's the bouncer. He works here. He'll help you out. And the bouncer, what do you need, bud? No. But yeah.
I don't know if a lot of people know this, but you've had your share of fights. And you actually, I think your last time you got into a physical altercation was, I think you were in your 70s? On the bridge in Vancouver.
On the bridge in
So in Vancouver,
where I threatened to throw the guy off the bridge.
No.
No, that was it.
Okay, but this is the story that I heard. I wasn't there, but there's a point where everyone merges to get on the bridge, right? And that's everyone. When there's ever merging involved, people get heated.
Yeah.
And I guess you kind of zipped up to the front and
Right
merged
up to
in.
the front.
And this guy, he was losing his mind, right?
Yeah.
And he was screaming.
He cut me off.
Oh, he ran. He got
drove
in
out
front.
and cut me off.
Oh, and he stopped the car.
And got out of
But
the car.
how old were you?
Probably 70s, probably.
Okay, so he stopped the car, and then it's you and your wife, my mom.
Yeah.
And then you get out. He gets out of the car and he starts threatening you.
Yeah.
And then so I heard that you got out of the car and you said, "Get back in that fucking car, man. Get back in that fucking car before you're gonna regret it." And the guy goes, "What's up? You want some?" And he wanted to fight you, right?
Yeah.
and you did the old man move. And what's the old man move?
You kick him in the balls.
And you got him good. You kind of.
I did.
I heard you flick that toe. Like,
Yeah.
you just got him, just a little toe nick right in the balls.
Right in the balls. No more fight there.
And he just dropped.
There's no more fight there. In fact, I felt kind of bad because I threatened first I was going to throw him off the bridge. And then he's coming at me. But, you know, when you're that stupid, man, you know, and you're Canadian, when the Canadian, you don't approach anybody. You stand sideways and you get ready to either run or throw the punch, you know. And so when I saw him, yeah, he was what you gonna do, you know? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Give him a little whack.
And you kicked him, and then you helped him back in his car, right? That's nice of you, because you had to get him moving because traffic was
stopping. And all I did was cut in front of him.
Did he recognize you?
I think he did at the end. I think so.
That's embarrassing when you recognize when you got.
For a while there, man, that's the way Vancouver was rolling.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, that's everywhere.
But you're getting it. They would follow me off the fucking bridge and get into Vancouver and say, "You cut me off back there," you know. Well, learn how to fucking drive, man.
Yeah. In Asia, it's like in China. I watched this video where just driving, it's just like you got to expect to cut off at all times.
All times.
Like if you leave one iota of space, it's just cut.
Yeah.
So
you got to stay awake.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Is that Vancouver?
No, that's China, I think.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but I guess in the Western culture, there's a lot of rules, and if you break those rules, people get really uptight, you know.
Yeah.
But road rage, man, you gotta. I find you just gotta avoid it.
Oh yeah. You gotta pretend. You gotta assume that someone's got a gun and they're going to use it.
That's a good way to operate.
Just assume. You know that. You know. Look at these. This is craziness.
Okay, so the prank videos. What do you think about the prank? You want to start doing some pranks?
No, I don't think so. I don't want to put myself in that kind of danger, you know.
Do you have a yet?
Can I tell you the prank?
Did you ever do any prank comedy?
We did in prison.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck yeah. We did one of the best.
This is a good one. This guy walks around. He does the bodybuilder, you know, when you spread your lats out and you act like you're so huge. Get out of my way. He barely moved, that guy. It reminds me of, you know, remember when Arnold was doing that talk and then some crazy person came out and did like a flying drop kick on him?
Yeah.
But he handled it well. He handled like Arnold. Arnold's just the king. Like he's just calm. He's
Grab the guy.
yeah. I mean, I guess the security grabbed him.
Yeah.
But so you sure you don't want to do some prank videos?
Not like that. Imagine upsetting these guys. Well, that's what happened when John Voight, Paris. That's the look that Jim Brown had when John Voight smacked the ball out of his hand. That's the look that Jim Brown gave the guy. That look right there.
But a lot of bodybuilders, they don't want to fight. You know, they just like to look good, right? Like, they like to look big and huge. But
the real bodybuilders.
Most bodybuilders.
Yeah.
That I've come across.
Yeah.
You know.
Look at. Paris, I saw one time, man. I was in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and was it Roger Cal? It was some football player, star football player.
Yeah.
You know, I was meeting him, and in the pool room, and Roger Callard was involved somehow. You know, and he were these big mugs. We're going to go they're going at it. You know, what's it to you? You know, they're facing off, and they're big as these guys.
Yeah.
And
heavyweights.
And they're facing off. They're going, yeah, you want to get some of this?
Yeah. Get out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
All right, what you got? What else? Let's see that Nate Diaz one. Tommy's a fan of Nate Diaz. He likes the Diaz brothers.
Oh, yeah, Nate.
Yeah, so Nate was he's in trouble with the law.
Is he?
This guy here. Well, there was like a fight in the crowd at a fight, and then they followed him to the club or something like that. And then
this guy.
Yeah, can you show the video with Nate? So the guy's coming up at him
with his hands up. Though.
Well, still coming at him. So he didn't hit him, but he grabbed him and then choked him unconscious and then dropped him. And then the guy hit his head. Oh, I think when he had him in a chokehold, he gave him a couple shots, and then dropped him, and then he got charged with assault. But I think he'll beat those charges.
Nate?
Yeah.
It's hard to say, man. You're not supposed to fight when you're a professional fighter, you know.
Yeah, but apparently that guy that he fought, he's a fighter as well. Not a very good one, not a very famous one, but he's a fighter.
It's silly.
Yeah. It's I don't know.
What, did he knock the guy out?
No, he just choked him. Choked him unconscious.
Nate did?
Yeah.
And then put him down. And then walked away.
Yeah.
Oh, Nate. Was it Jake Paul?
No.
It was a Logan Paul lookalike.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, Logan Paul lookalike.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's just sending a message to the Paul brothers.
Well, yeah, every once in a while, you know, Sugar Ray, you know, people will try to get at Sugar Ray.
Oh, yeah, your Sugar Ray is one of your good friends.
Yeah.
Well, you guys go out to dinner a lot because your wives are friends.
And I instigate it, you know. Sugar Ray will beat your ass.
He will, too. He will.
Yeah, fuck you, Sugar Ray. Tell him. Yeah.
But Sugar Ray's like so nice and so
sweet as can be.
sweet that like no one wants to fight Sugar Ray.
Yeah. His whole thing is that he never got hit.
Right.
He was always ducking and bobbing and moving. Yeah, he got hit a few times, but not.
And he hit the shit out of people.
Whoa. And what it is that straight punch. You know.
Oh yeah.
He's not. You know, Tyson had hooks, but Sugar Ray
I think Sugar Ray had some hooks too. I think he had every punch.
Yeah, but more than anything, it was like he was like a sculptor.
Look at some highlights of Sugar Ray.
Oh, look at him! Put the guy right out.
I can't believe look
at that right there, the jaw.
I still can't believe when I meet him that this is the same guy that Tommy Hearns.
Yeah, there goes and he gets Hearns.
See, those are hooks, Dad. Hooks.
Yeah,
hooks straight.
Straight. See, it's the left too.
Yeah, he's such a sweet guy.
Yeah.
But you don't see him getting in any fights.
No, but you know, a lot of it it's Bernie makes sure that
he avoids it.
Sugar Ray told me, you know, one time he's with his friends, you know, they're all shooting heroin, and Sugar Ray said, "Come on, give me some," and they all said, "No, you ain't getting none."
Yeah, they saved him.
No.
Those are good friends.
Yeah, that's what he said.
The friend that says, "No, you don't need this shit," is a good friend.
No, that's what they said. No, you don't get it. No, you don't get it. You're not, you know. we're pieces of shit, but you're not. And basically, that's it. Yeah. Because Sugar Ray was, he's all right. Hey, give me some of that. Give me fuck that.
You did a little boxing.
Mm-hmm. I studied with Joe Goosen.
Yeah, Joe Goosen just got fired.
From
the fighter, I think Diaz. Ryan Garcia. Yeah, Ryan Garcia let him go.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that happens.
Oh,
Sometimes it doesn't work out with the trainer.
Well, especially remember Corella.
Oh,
When he got knocked down,
Corella,
and Joe told him to stay down, and then he said to him to stay down too late, and all of a sudden he got countered out, and Joe goes, "Oh no, get up, get up, get up!"
well, you fuck up sometimes, man. As a trainer, right?
Joe fucked up. He fucked up because I think he smokes a lot of dope,
Oh, I just think it happens, man.
But he gets all excited, Joe Goosen, yeah.
I watched that fight. You didn't watch that fight?
Oh yeah, are you kidding?
No, the Garcia versus.
No.
No, you didn't watch that one.
No.
Apparently, he had a bad rib, and then there was a mole in the camp.
Oh,
And the mole, it was.
And they told him.
It was this fighter from
Is that him?
like Russia, the Asian looking part of Russia, and he hurt him in the gym.
Oh yeah.
That was the first knockdown.
Whoa.
But yeah, I think I don't know, man.
Now who's who? Is that Joe's fighter?
Yeah, Joe's fighter is that guy right there in the black trunks, the Mexican guy.
And that's who fired Joe.
Yeah, yeah. He got punched in the ribs, and apparently he had some cracked ribs.
Oh, that's what it was. Huh?
It must hurt. That must hurt. So what made you get into boxing?
I love the training. Always have.
You didn't want to spar though, huh?
No. No, I know. I mean, yeah, I've seen what happens. You get hit properly with people who know how to hit.
Change you forever.
Well, like Nick Diaz, man. He needs to take someone out. He knows, what little nerve to touch,
Yeah.
And this way fighters are, they want to hurt you. They can fuck you up so bad. And I just never. The only thing I did when I was training, they would put on the gloves, and
The mitts.
the mitts, and I'd always.
Yeah, you had a pretty good hook.
I'd always have Joe and shake his hand.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'd hit pretty hard, but I didn't. Can you imagine? I've been in a few brawls where I got hit, and it was like, that's not fun. Yeah. I don't like this.
Yeah.
I don't like the feeling of getting my bell rung.
Yeah.
Floyd hit me one time, and all I can remember is just flying in the air over top.
But that was
of it.
the hardest hit you've ever taken.
It was so hard, I never felt it.
So you must got knocked out for a second.
I did. I went right over the thing. I just remember flying over the thing and thinking, who the fuck hit me? And then next thing you know, Floyd's saying, oh man, I'm
It was
sorry.
Uncle Floyd. He had the biggest fist, man.
And get hit like that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All right, what you got?
Another thing people are talking about in the boxing world, speaking of hooks, is Roy Jones Jr.'s different sizes of biceps. He has one of the best left hooks in the game, and some people say it's due to the abnormal size.
I'm not hearing you in the headphones anymore.
How about now?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, so people are saying that the size of his left hook is due to the size of his left bicep. Look at the difference between his left and right bicep.
You see that, Dad?
Yeah, I see it.
Wow.
No, what is it?
His left bicep from throwing that hook.
Oh, it
Look how
got
much more-
big, yeah.
Look how much more developed it is.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Have you heard him talk?
Yeah.
Very soft-spoken.
Yeah.
Almost like a doctor almost. He's very soft, very intelligent. Picks his words. Everything is nothing like him, what he's like, though. Look at that. Oh, that Roy Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's crazy. That bicep's like twice the size.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that.
Maybe he had an injury on the other bicep too. I don't know, man. That's wild.
No injury. I don't see injury. You see the peak on the left one. No, but this guy, I mean, he doesn't sound like how he looks.
Yeah.
Oh, he's brutal.
Oof. That's a tough game. Yeah. All right. Let's do something else.
Roy Jones Jr.
AI's tearing Wikipedia apart.
How's that? Just by
Well, because you'd go to Wikipedia and you'd like search something you want an answer for. Now you just go to ChatGPT and ask that question, and okay. So
And they're saying that when AI is scrubbing Wikipedia, it's finding tons of mistakes.
well, that's the thing about AI. It doesn't know if it can't tell if it's a true statement or an untrue statement.
And when they find the untrue statements, it's very obvious, I guess.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I
Yeah.
guess so. But that it doesn't. It can't differentiate from truth and lies. So it's not quite there yet. Apparently, it just scours it, and it's just like it just plagiarizes. It's an organizer.
Yeah.
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 So.
Yeah. Why do?
On the Kentucky Derby this weekend.
Oh yeah. Well, you. So speaking of the Kentucky Derby, you were just at one of your friend's birthday parties.
Yeah, Jerry Moss.
Jerry Moss,
And he won Kentucky Derby, 5 times?
5 times. And where's Moss? What's his background?
He's the M of A&M Records.
Moss. That's A&M. It's Moss.
Herb Alpert, and Jerry Moss.
Alpert and Moss
Yeah.
is A&M Records.
A&M Records, yeah.
And so he's got dementia now.
And there he is. There's Jerry.
And but
A little bit dementia. He recognizes who I am.
he does.
Yeah.
And so
I keep telling him, Jerry, you forgot to give me that 15 grand.
you should say 15 million. 15 grand.
Well, 15 grand to him is chump change.
So, wait. So when did he kind of retire or semi-retire and then took some of his money and then started getting the horse game? Well, the horse.
Oh no, he was in the horse game around the same time. Well, when A&M sold, they sold, and then Jerry took his and
took some of the money and did
the Kentucky Derby.
Well, the horse game. It's not just winning the race.
No.
What's the horse game?
Drugging the right ones. Making
the PADs? No, the horse game is the sperm game.
Oh, right.
So you if you win the Kentucky Derby, you make a lot of money selling that horse's sperm.
Yeah.
And creating more potential Kentucky Derby winners.
Yeah.
So it's really the sperm game.
Sure.
Look at this. We
For rich
about
people.
80 mils. Holy shit. A gallon of horse semen is worth $4.7 million. Wow. Of the right horse. That's not any. That's not just every horse. It's the right horse. That's a lot of money.
Wow.
There's always more. Looking back and not knowing much about horse racing, I always thought, okay, it's the winnings. Everyone shares the winnings, and that's what it is. But there's always something more complex behind the scenes going on how to make things lucrative, right? And how the business part of it.
Oh yeah.
Because why else would you put up with
This here.
That's it. That's the golden. That's the shit right there.
Yeah, $100,000 right there. Yeah. That's what we're trying to get.
You got your proud spur.
We're trying to get Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to do this.
You should have.
Kareem didn't want to be put on the, on TV like that a lot.
Right, but this reminds me of, gut bacteria. I was talking about gut bacteria, right? Yeah. And that how they sell sperm, like a thoroughbred sperm. Well, they're saying that you can take the poop of, like, say, an athlete like Usain Bolt, right? Mm-hmm. World class universe class athlete, you take some of his poop and you eat that poop, it'll give you some of the bacteria that an Olympic athlete has.
Wow.
And apparently it's
So eat shit for a reason.
yeah, well, you don't, you swallow shit. It's different. You don't have to taste it because it's in a capsule.
Oh, yeah, right.
Would you do that?
Would I?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure. Sure.
As long as
Well,
it's in a capsule.
Look at this. A donor can earn up to $1,500 a month, $4,500 selling your poop.
Wow.
See, you want to make money, you just got to be creative, you know?
You do. And are they going to call it poop? I wonder what they-
75 to 50. Wow, not bad. There's another guy that he he was a sperm donor, and he donated so much sperm they had to tell him to fucking that's it, man. He's got like 500 and something.
Offspring.
Yeah, 550 children.
Wow.
A Dutch guy. I wonder why they bought his sperm. Yeah, man, sperm. You know, blood donor, sperm donor, poop donor. You can make some money.
Yeah.
Or in some countries, organ donor.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah. What do you got to say about it?
Well, I'm actually not a walking bank for sure. You know,
You know?
I'm protected. I got cancer. So you just say, and I got cancer. Okay, we don't need him. We don't need to take his. And I got bad eyes, bad ears. So what
You
are they
don't
gonna
have
do to me?
cancer. The cancer's in remission.
I don't have cancer, no, but I've had it. You know, and nothing works anymore. Oh, are we going to light up now?
Go ahead.